In this video, we will look at how to create a numeric grade item. I'm going to Assessments tab, click on Grades, and then Manage Grades. This video will be narrated by Kevin Cormer.
We just want to make sure that we're under this Manage Grades tab, which is the second one. Now, I've gone on and previously created two grade items here, Assignment 1 and Final Exam. If you haven't created any grade items for your course, you'll only have the two default, which is the Final Calculated and Final Adjusted grade. So those are the ones that are set up automatically by Desire to Learn for you. And so to create a numeric grade item, we're just going to press this blue New button, and we'll select the first option titled Item. And it gives us a list of items here that we can go on and create. And we're just going to want to select the first option, which is titled Numeric, which allows us to grade users by assigning a value out of a specified number of points. So for example, 8 out of 10 is what they give. So if I click on Numeric, I can go inside of the properties area here and put in the name. So we can call this maybe Assignment 2. We've created Assignment 1, we want Assignment 2. You can also put in a short name. It isn't required, but the option is there for you. You can also create a category for your grade item. So if you wanted to, you could create a category, for example, titled Term 1 or Semester 1 grade items, and you could create a second one titled Term 2 grade items, or you can also categorize your items based on the type of assignment they are. So you could have one set up for quizzes maybe and one set up for assignments. But in this demonstration, I'm not going to worry about setting up a category. You can also put in a description. Again, this isn't mandatory. This is just an option that's there for you. And under the grading area, this is where we're going to put in our max points. So this is how many points this particular item is worth, and I'm just going to say it's out of 50 points. Now I have a weighted system, a weighted grade system set up, so that allows me to also put in the percentage value that this is worth towards the final mark. So I'm just going to put in 25. So this item is actually out of 50 points, but it's worth 25% of the student's final mark. Now, if you haven't gone on and previously selected to have a weighted grade system, you'll only have to worry about putting in the maximum points. You can also select this can exceed option. So if I select this, it says select this option if you want to allow users' grades to exceed the maximum points specified for the item. So the maximum points in this instance would be 50. So if you wanted you made it so that their grade could exceed 50 due to bonus marks or anything like that, you would want to select that option. Now, the second option here is titled bonus. So bonus items are not included in the maximum points for a category or for a final grade. They are added on top of the calculated grade. So bonus items cannot make the user's grade exceed the maximum points specified unless the can exceed option is selected. So the can exceed option is just here. So if I just clicked on bonus and didn't choose this can exceed, the max points that the students could get would be 50 out of 50, even if they got all 50 correct as well as the bonus item. So if you check off this can exceed and bonus, it would allow the student to get, for example, a 51 out of 50. All right, but in this instance, I'm not gonna give any bonus items. And then the grade scheme. This is I selected just the course grade scheme that I'd previously set up, but there might be a few other options here for you that might pertain. And then you can also add a rubric. So you can add a rubric that you created previously, or you can create a new rubric here. And then there's just some display options right here for you as well. So what you can do is you can display the class average to the users. You can display the grade distribution to the users so that they see how they stack up against the rest of the students in the course. You can override the display options for this item. So what that means is if I selected this, it would allow me to choose what the students would see. Do you want them to see the points grade, so the grade out of 50? Do you want them to see the weighted grade, so their percentage out of that 25%? The grade scheme symbol, so it would be their letter grade, the A, B, C, D, or the grade scheme color. If you did create your own grade scheme and associate a color code with it, you can show that as well. But in this instance, maybe I only want my students to see the points grade here. And then the managing view. This would be what you, the instructor, would go on and see. So again, you have the option to override the default that you had previously set up, and you can choose, for example, just to see the points grade. Maybe you just want to see what the students see, or if you do want to see the weighted grade as well, you can just select maybe those two. And then you can just either press the save and close. You can press save and new if you wanted to create a new grade item. And or I can just press the save button. And so when I do that, I'll just show you under the second tab here titled restrictions. This is where I can actually go through and set restrictions. So right now this grade item is always visible for the students. So as soon as I put in their grade, they'll be able to go on and see it. I have the option to hide the grade item so that they don't see this grade. And then this last option here, grade item is visible for a specific date range. So if I selected that, I can actually put start and end dates as to when the students would be able to access their grade on this particular item. And then you can choose to display it in the calendar as well. But in this demonstration, I'm just going to select it so that this grade item is always visible. And then I can select some release conditions, so you can create and attach release conditions, such as you have to be enrolled in a particular group to see this, or you have to respond to a discussion topic, or something to that nature. But in this instance, again, I just want everybody to have access to it. So I can just press the save and close button. And you can see I've got my assignment 2 grade item here successfully created. I can see it's a numeric item, and it's at 50 points, and the weight is worth 25% of the final mark. So this concludes the tutorial on creating a numeric grade item in Desire to Learn.
I would like to thank Kevin Cormer at the University of New Brunswick for this excellent video.